I'm Betty Bayer. I'm the owner of Betty's Books, and what's different about Betty's Books than a regular bookstore or a regular comic book store is that when you come in, there are comics, manga, and graphic novels, but they're for all ages, so from adults to babies. And we also carry traditional comics like Marvel and DC, as well as the Japanese comics, manga, independent titles, and then middle grade graphic novels. And we have the locally produced zines, so that's something that's different from a lot of the other stores in the area. And we don't carry any regular novels, so don't come in looking for John Grisham. We don't have it. I taught high school English, and I noticed that my students really gravitated towards books that include visual elements like graphic novels and comics, as well as manga. I then became a librarian, and the same was true of the youth I worked with at the library. And I myself became really interested in those types of books as well, but I did find it hard to find a place to buy all the different types of graphic literature that I was interested in. So that's kind of what gave me the idea to open Betty's Books. A lot of people, just in general about bookstores or comic book stores, think, what's the point of this? I can buy all of this on Amazon for much less money, but guess what? Amazon isn't going to support local creators, and it isn't going to give new creators a place to sell their work or promote their work. And so that's part of what makes an independent bookstore, an independent comic book store special. And we're really proud to be part of that and help support local economy and local creators. So that's sort of the point of what we do.
Hi, I'm Jay Marshall Smith. I'm an author and illustrator, and I sell work at Betty's Books and go to events here and buy books here. Being able to show my work in stores instead of just selling it directly at fests or through my website is a lot of fun because you get an audience that wouldn't normally go to one of those events. A lot of people find those sort of big crowded events intimidating, but they'll be able to find cool indie shops like this that carry local and small press work, and is a great way to get your work in front of other people.
So as the manager of Betty's Books, I'm often dealing with customers in the front of store and behind the scenes, other people that we work with, like creators and other businesses that we collaborate with. And on both sides, I hear time and time again that they've never seen a store like this before, and that's something that I think we're doing that's really special. So another thing that we do at Betty's Books is we really put an emphasis on local creators, and one really cool way that that's manifested is we've started this community zine that we published our very first year, and it has one-page comics inside that are from published authors with their own books all the way to children from the local community. We do that in honor of Free Comic Book Day every year, which is always the first Saturday in May. One thing that we try to do at Betty's Books is highlight LGBT creators, Black creators, creators that may be overlooked at larger stores, especially places like Barnes & Noble and Amazon. And what's great about that is that they get to have their work seen, and people come in who are interested who probably wouldn't even go to those places to begin with.
So I am a mom, and I read to my kids a lot. My daughter's actually just starting to learn how to read, which is a whole nother experience. And so I do think that that helps me select books that children will genuinely be interested in. I understand there are a lot of books people think children should read, but I'm a lot more interested in books that children will actually read. And so that's a big part of my mission here.
So in addition to my work as an artist, I teach at Washington University, Maryville University, and St. Charles Community College, where I help students prepare for life and encountering life through art. I think that's something that's valuable to people at any level, and I find that comics and visually engaged literature taps into something that is primarily engaging for people going back thousands of years.
So I have a master's in American Culture Studies, and one thing that's really interesting about the way that that comes into play at Betty's Books is that comics is like fundamentally a very American medium, and it's something that a lot of Americans, even if they don't know, have a connection to. You know, people come in and their heart warms when they see certain things, so that's really nice to see.
I love Betty's Books. It's a wonderful place for people to come and get books for kids, get books for adults, get books that challenge you and enrich your life, and some that are just fun.
So we hope you come by the store to check out what we have and find something for yourself or the young reader in your life. You can also find out more about us on our website, bettysbooksstl.com, or follow us on social media at bettysbooksstl.